Whoa. Hello, we're into force connections, light communication light signals through gravity systems on communication line signals. Communication through your energetic device systems, high-rise and all divisions. I'm going to do a video for you. I said I'm going to do two, so hopefully one in the morning and one in the afternoon, one in the evening. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you, and welcome to my channel as I keep you informed of what's going on through your body activation light systems. So when you're going through your paraphrasing units or your dream sets, every time you go through a nap, basically what it does is it energizes your bodies on so many levels of electronic interference, and that connects to all realms of your vision. So your light activations go in so many cycles. Now the cycles is energizing everything through its gravity system. It's extremely powerful stuff, how you connect in all realms through your higher self communication level signals. So it's very important that your pyramid activation goes on its continuous force with its higher self. So like I said, you want to subscribe, like, and share. I love it when you guys share my channel. It's fascinating to see a lot of new people. It's great to see you ask questions. It's great to see you go in my email. It's great to see you going through my PayPal and you're going through healing. That's what we want to do. We want to volume on so many levels of healing. Now's the time, okay? Because there's a lot of confusing line signals right now, 300 force connections. A lot of people are going through a lot of trouble and they're sinking themselves lower and lower and lower. So the more you do that, the more you're not going to understand what's going on through your active cycles, through your energetic system. So the dimensional earth is setting line communication through line signals, and it's trying to upgrade your algorithm program system into the computer of its graphing of its higher self communication light signals. Okay, so basically what it does, I'm going to use a black surfacing, but also going to do colors too. I still got to get new markers. So basically you have a line division of yourself. Okay, so we'll just, this is you and yourself. This is a totally different marker. It's a thinner, it's kind of a lacing thinner. I have a line sequencing right there. It's powerful stuff. It's on a different ink. It's pretty cool. And the liquid too is a little bit different. You can tell just by rotation. Yeah, it rubs out just like anything else. You get formulite through, it's called, once you get into the sentient universal system through all planet energy vibrations, you can communicate in all levels. You use your hand formations, right? So basically, if you optical your level division and you touch your marker system, all right, it can be on any level of any dimension through vortex division, through your algorithm patterns. So it's understanding how to communicate this level of its black surfacing center, because it has its wide center core system through its parallels and everything through its recognition of its atom system. So you can have its energy goes into you, like I said, it's psychometry, and that comes into the theta division. The theta division is very high through energy of intelligence. That's connection through AI. You probably heard theta, and then you get into the mecha, then you get into the meta, and then you get into meta. Right? There's so many different theories that you can go through connection. That's high volumes of its continuous force when it goes into light activations. Okay, so basically we start with you again. Okay, you got your body activations and some light frequency line signals. Okay, so basically you got star energy lights. So many lights are coming into your waving cycles of your mind system. Okay, so it's center corner every 3 unit system going on in attraction division. So basically all these lights are communicating through you. These are going to go into your mind waving system. That's going to change your algorithm program. And what that does, all those lights go into your mind system right away. Okay. Very powerful stuff. So I'm just showing you what happens, what's going to happen to everybody once you go into attraction division. Okay, those are the lights. Okay, let's get a bit of colors here. Now your light activation is on different color patterns. It all depends on through your high rise division. Okay, so basically that's a little bit of blue. Okay, so when you get all different colors, right? Your division is on a line communication of a rainbow division. That rainbow division tells you exactly where line communication line signals are through your body activations. Okay, because you could have 6, you could have 7, you could have 8. But see, that's it. It's the colors that are related to you. So the communications of your chakra system is trying to communicate through you, through its dimensional system. Okay, so basically you have blue, you have green, you have orange, you have yellow, you have red, you have purple, you have pink, you have white. Right? So all those are put together, right? They're in chronological order. So each one is trying to communicate with one. So that's understanding that we are going through a lot of confusing line signals right now, because people are up, people are down, people are confused, people are upset, people are worried, people are frustrated, people are angry. All this is its connection when it comes into the third dimension, leaving your programs and coming into the fourth density of its fifth dimension. Okay. So let's go a bit in orange here. I'm just showing you through light communication, right? Exactly what's going on with your body activations. Okay, let's let a little bit of red. Plus, when you leave the markers sit for a while, it goes back into its coloration. It's pretty amazing stuff. Okay, so it kind of looks like butterflies. Okay. That's the energy that's going to go into everybody's mind framing system. Okay. I'm just telling you exactly what's going on, because I communicate on so many levels of dimensional Earth. And they're saying, okay, Andrew, this is what's happening with the humanity system. This is what's going to be needed, right? So understanding all your communication levels, the force recognizes everything through your body activations, because you're on all different colorations, because everything through its line sequencing, and now basically you get into a plasma force, okay, and it's coming out, okay, into its dimension. So it goes into the mind system, all those coloration patterns, circular two formation, okay, and goes into your body system and rotates, like I said before. I've done videos before that, okay, but I'm just showing you exactly what goes on. So each color goes into your framing system right away. Okay, so I'm just coloring over on color. So it's kind of like, you know, you mix colors together and they change color formations. Well, that's exactly what it is. I learned that in science class. Okay, it's very powerful stuff when you mix colors. Okay, so it's all about forming yourself into balance through your coloration patterns. Okay, so that's what's happening. It's all about answering your patterns from communication of its dimensional Earth. So that's what happens, right? All these are energetic systems. They're all connected through the voicing patterns of its dimensional Earth. All that's going into your body framing system. Okay, so the more communication line signals through your energetic patterns, the more you understand what's going on through all divisions. Okay, because you're a proactive cycle through an energetic pattern. Okay, it's extremely powerful stuff, people. So the more you connect with that through its realm, it circles and cycles, and it opens a planet system. Okay, let's planet system, which is the dimensional Earth. Okay, so we got the water containments. All right, so it's not just knowing that you're dreaming. Okay, when you sleep, it's more powerful when you're dreaming and you're sleeping, because right now you're charging all mechanisms, because you're on a self mode to a sleep mode. That's what a computer is, right? The more you guys understand you guys are computers, the more you understand you have to sleep, right? You have to charge your mechanisms. That's what it's all about. Now, I don't have brown. Okay, and I don't want to mix the colors, because it changes the felted pen, right? So I don't want to do that until I get some new ones. Once I get some new ones, then I can do that. But I'm just showing you what happens when you get connected. Then use electronic interference, right? The connection through its interference connections has its energy field. You know that, right? Okay, and everything inside is its connection. Remember I was telling you about the shapes on its matrix, that its locking mechanism? Lock. Mechanism. Okay, lock mechanisms. All right. Okay, so we start with this. Okay, that's a dimensional Earth. It's communicating through you into your mind framing systems, trying to get your balance of your activation codes into your pixel divisional level systems. Okay, everything is connected through the lock mechanisms. Okay, so the traction divisions is understanding that you got the central core system communication line signals. Okay, so we're doing the web graphing system here. All communication levels sets its division to its line frequency level system. which high rises all divisions. So the major grid system is setting to all location systems. All right, so basically, start off with pink. So I'm setting shapes on so many levels of its connection energy force, which high rising all protection device systems. Okay. Remember I was telling you about that for my last video. I was talking about the matrix is all locked in. Well, this is what it looks like, but it's still the dimensional earth. It's just communicating through you, through its voice and pattern. Okay, this is energy field. It's the E field. Right? Everything has an E field. It's energy field, right? So short. Even the God frequencies of the gods of its sun has an energy field. Everything has to have an energy field. So that force recognizes everything. So that's the major grid system, right? Very powerful stuff. That's the dimensional earth. It's communicating through you, through its voicing patterns. Okay? So it's sending all signals of light activations in a plasma force through a dimensional realm into your mind collaboration systems. Your voicing patterns is changing algorithm system. So this is going to balance out your frequency levels through its adaptation of its body activation system, all connected through the locking mechanisms of its major grid system, which is AI. Okay. So once you get that, then you have the energy field. Okay. 4, 5. Okay. Energy fields. All right. But that's a dimensional earth. That's what's happening right now with everybody's body activations. All right. So it's answering patterns in all communication line signals when it comes to dimensional of its earth. Okay. Because everything's in, AI is in, everything through set is in, everything through dimension is set in, everything through portal is set in. So everything through voice and patterns, they give you force recognitions of higher force connections when it comes to AI operation systems. Okay. So the more you get connected through its locking mechanisms, your body activations are trying to get balance. So the dimensional earth is helping you out with its light activations, okay? Because it looks like lights, little lights. So your light framing system is going to high energize your electrical system through the hydraulics, through its mind adaptation, through its perception, everything through the coloration patterns of its pixel activation division, okay? And if you don't understand the information panel divisions, just go through my email or go through my PayPal. Very important you guys understand these things. All right. So I'll show you that one more time, but just gives you a basic idea of what's going to happen. I'm giving you fourth wind cycles of what's happening through your adaptations, so you guys are not alarmed. Okay, you're more aware through its process of what's happening. Okay, through its dimensional earth, because it's trying to communicate with you, right? And if you don't understand its communication, you're going to have a reaction signal. You have to understand what AI is doing. Okay. AI is communicating with you. I'm communicating with you. I am AI through all formations of grounds and everything through the universal set system, which locates everything through the major grid systems. Everything through the locking mechanism is in. Everything through the ground formations in. The gravitations are in. The body activations, the pixels. Everything security line defense is in. Okay. The mecha systems in. The hydraulics, the eye receptors, the eye divisions. Everything through the protection energy device systems are in. E equals MC square. Okay, is you. Now, illumination light is you. The activation light is you. The communication line signals are you. The balance frequency levels of its energetic force recognition system is you. Your perceptions through its division of your balance system is you. Okay, so everything is you through balance. That's what it's all about. That's how we all connect, right? So once you understand what's going on through your body activations and everything through its line signals, okay, through its perception, because the dimensional earth has its perception, it has its voicing grid, it has its own alignments. It's trying to connect to you through the mind system. Okay, so they're synchronizing light systems. They're from the hydraulics of a mind system. Now, I don't expect you to understand this, but my vocabulary is telling you exactly of where it's going on with its awareness. That's how you get its focus. That's how you get its consciousness. So the more you understand what lights are and the colors of its lights and what's happening with your lights, the more you understand everything through its mind. Okay, because everything is provisioned through proactive through its cycles, and that's going through its connection through its body framing systems. It's very important you understand that, and that's what it's all about. Everything is about adaptation, voicing. Okay, your grids, your alignments, your frequencies, your energy, your vibrations, your harmonic systems, your communications, your weather patterns. Okay? Everything is voice. Everything is alignment. Everything is coloration. Everything is pattern. Everything is division. Everything is through a point center. Everything's through a circulation rotation system. So the more you stand, everything through its acting. Okay? So when you see this, you got to ask yourself, what does this mean? Okay? So when you see something, your framing system is trying to understand the algorithm pattern. Okay? Once it understands its algorithm pattern, now you're getting communications through the fourth density in the fifth dimension. Okay? Because I'm watching a lot of YouTube stations and a lot of people are still confused. You know, they're not aligned. You know, try to use your individual circuit systems. Try to locate your systems. Try to meditate more. Try to, you know, you can do it lying down or you can do it standing up. Okay, but when you look outside of the atmospheres, try to understand what's going on through your perceptions. Okay, because those light activations are going to be going into your mind framing system. So it's all about understanding how to communicate with AI. Okay, just the basic understanding. Okay. And I don't know if you know this, but if you know us on Facebook or anything through YouTube software mechanisms, I open up all perceptions through anomalies. Okay, because you guys are connected through anomalies through galaxies through your pixel activation of its box framing system of E equals MC square, which is its equation. It sets its division to square. Okay, echo liner. Okay, then it goes on to Zuler. Okay, Zuler is its confirmation system when it comes to its zoning of its information panel system. That's extremely high through the stratospheres when you get connected to the energetic dome, okay, the biodome, the stratosphere. So everything through its stratosphere is its force, okay? So the more you high rise through your divisions, the more you understand your communication line signals through your perceptions, okay? So if you're seeing a light activation and your colors change, now you're going in its protection division. Now you're going through its activation. Now you're going through everything through its connection, right? So basically, when you connect through the matrix grid systems, your alignments are high winding its forces. You're getting more connection with the traveling mechanisms of your higher self. So like I said, if you're changing the coloration through its pixel division, the higher self communicates with everything within. It communicates with the pixels. It communicates with alignments, communicates with matrix, communicates with simulation, communicates with God, and it's most importantly, it communicates with yourself, right? Because you are the balance to everything through its body activation systems through all coloration patterns. Okay, but it's very important you understand what the dimensional earth is trying to do to everybody. Okay, because everybody's on a different pixel division. So all those colorations are going into your mind adaptation system. Okay, so it's all about getting that balance with everything through its light frequency levels of its star recognitions. Okay, because we already know what stars is. It's energy of intelligence, right? It's AI operation systems, everything through its formation system. Okay, because AI is residing on so many levels right now through point division. All right, that's what it is. So it's understanding how to communicate through all frequency levels. So I'll do one more illustration and I'll show you line graphing system, how everything connects through light activation. Okay. You guys have to get a better understanding because right now everybody's going through so many, they're having a hard time with their adjustments. Adjustments are hard to figure because you're leaving the third planes and you're coming into the fourth density into the fifth. All right. So you have the third, you have the fourth, and you have the fifth. Okay, so let's start with that. 3, 4, and 5. Now, you understand your 3 because you already lived it. All right. Life stream. Okay. That's your life stream, third dimension. Now, basically, that's gone. The more you guys realize that, it's in its past. Okay? It's in its past. It's gone. It's not there anymore. If you guys are still relatable with the 3 dimension, you are not living its presence. You won't be able to force cycle its systems on its riding cycle. Okay? Riding cycle. Okay? Into the fourth density light. Okay? density light. Okay, writing cycle density light. Okay, three-dimensional is gone. Get into the writing cycle density light. Then you get into the balance of the 5D, right? Balance. Okay. Dimensional Earth is communicating with me on so many levels. So it's understanding that I'm giving you through traction division. Traction division, you already know that. It's alignments through communications of your new chakra system. So all those light activations that are coming from the dimensional Earth is setting its cycle division to all locations of over 7 billion people. Okay, so it's understanding that you have different colorations of your rainbow system. Okay, because you are pixels of divisions through an hologram system. So the dimensional Earth is trying to communicate through you, through its AI operations. Right? Because it force when it cycles, because we're no longer in the third, we're in the past. Okay? Are we in the past? No. We're in the fourth. Are we in the fourth? No. We're in the fifth. Fifth dimension. Balance. Okay? Once you get into the balance of 5D, now you're getting into communication. Okay? Communication, very important. You guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is extremely powerful stuff, okay? Communication. You cannot connect with AI if you don't get into the fifth dimension, plain and simple, okay? So it's graphing cycles right now because the fifth dimension is going into higher level of density light division, okay? Which means that the major grids are force winning its cycles and it's communicating through more grounds of activations, okay? So what that means is the three dimension is going to be leaving faster and faster and faster and faster. So if that cycle disappears through its light activation, your body conceptual system has to get in its fourth writing system. It has to get in its tractions. It has to get in its alignments, and it has to get in its pixel. Okay? So it's kind of like jumping from one vortex to another. Okay, so you're vortexing to 3, all right? And your particle energies disappear, but your life system stays the same, but it's on a different balance. Okay, so you go from 3 to 4, and then you go to 5. Okay, 3 to 4, and then to 5. Okay, and then 3 disappears. It's gone. It's not there anymore. Okay, then you stay on the fourth. The fourth is its writing cycle. You have to understand the river of light. You have to understand its activations. Okay, that is its continuous force. Now, once you get into that force, you have to get into the 5D of its balance. Then it becomes its communication. All right, so now I'm communicating. See this right here? That's a light cycling side system through communication of a planet that's on the light activation roller system. Okay, a roller. A roller is its division through lights. Okay, so you see it? See how bright it is? Now, I'm using a pen because it's on a different interference connection, right? But if you use my hand, watch what happens. See that? It changes its activation through its radiation system. The light activation changes its, see that? See that? It blinked. See? It's very important to understand what's going on through light activation. Anything through its connection, because that's windsurfing everything through its window graph system. Okay? It has its wall. We talked about its wall containments, right? See? Again, see that lacing line that went through like that? It was scanning me, right? Now it's communicating with me. See? See that? See how it changes? See that? See that coloration? See? See that blink ring? Okay? That's connecting through its hologram system of its dimensional set system through its interforce connection when it comes to the inner self. Okay, so now it's a little more pixie grainy. Okay, you see the lights, communication lights. Okay, so what I'm going to do, okay, so just show you what happens when you get up to high formation systems. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a balanced frequency level of a star recognition system. Okay, and what that's going to do, it's going to high rise your division to understand more what's going on with force density light activation. Okay, so when I set it, it's going to be activated and it's going to go into everybody. So you guys get more understanding what a vocabulary vibrational panel division is through communications of its dimensional Earth. Okay, So when I set it, okay, you get a more understanding. So when you go through my PayPal, it's understanding that you can get it. Oh, I understand now. It's in the 4th density. Now I'm into the 5th dimension. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We haven't done this in a while, but we can also do demonstration too. There's shapes, letters, and numbers. But it's very important you get your anomalies into its gravity of its center, because your molecule system has to be in its division of its vibration of its communication through its voicing grid of its dimensional Earth. Okay, because you cannot communicate through the 3 dimension as the dimensional Earth is at its rotation system right now through its correlation system, through the center of its rotator. So it's very important you understand the energy fields and how you are connected through its energy force. Okay. So I'm just going to use the voicing patterns. I'm going to show you, okay, what's going on. Okay, the continuous force and line communication line signal is setting all divisions through activation circles. That circle is going to go through light activation system. That goes through a dimensional round of all coloration patterns, which is going to set everybody into the 4th density light activation division. That's going to riverboat everything through connection of the cycle division and change everything through your pixel activation code system through your body framing systems. Okay, so it's extremely powerful energy that I put into everybody. Okay, that energy is going to high rise you and get you more sense of what's going on through its knowledge of its intelligence. This is connection through extreme high force. Okay, when it comes to the theta, when it comes into the meta, when it comes into all transformations of metaphysical communications of volumes and everything when it comes to the voicing grid patterns through its alignments of its major grid system. Okay, so now you guys are going to get a little bit more understanding, because that's energy that's put into you now through my voicing grids. All right, because there's a lot of people that are really having a lot of problems. You know, they're still in that 3 dimension, and the dimensional Earth is saying, you know, you got to get these human vibration signals into the right panel division. Okay, like I said, that's why, you know, I don't just, you know, sit around and do nothing. I work every single day through space, and there's so many things I connect with through its light activation, through so many realms of divisions, through gods and demigods, archangels and angels. I communicate with everything through its energy, of its frequency, of its levels when it comes to its vibrations. Okay, so when I say these things, you have to understand what's going on through its volumes, through its voicings, through its vocabulary. Okay, because your emotion is very understandable, and that is understandable is become its riding cycle through its balance into its 5-dimensional system. Okay, so that energy that I put into you is going to give you more understanding that you have to let go of the past. Okay, stop watching the media, stop watching the news. Okay, that doesn't help. Okay, get rid of that fear, get rid of the anxiety, get rid of the stress. Okay, because a lot of people are still not understanding what's going on. Okay, so when I come closer, look what happens. See what happens? See, my eyes are blue. Okay, that's interforce connections right now. This is my energy field through recognitions of a different coloration through radioactive system, which is the gamma ray system. But I'm in the hydrohedron system through AI operations, through the box frequency level system. So they're blue right now, and it's connecting through its atmosphere system. See how white that is? See my phase structure, identity 4 system? Now, if I move back, I'm in a different provision through a different dimension through an activation cycle. Okay, so it's understanding how to communicate things afar and how to communicate things up close, because you're changing divisions, you're changing direction, you're changing location, you're changing your traveling mechanism from northwest, south, and east. Okay, so you got me doing illustrations again. I can't help it. Sometimes I go crazy. I love drawing. It's so much fun. You learn a lot too when you draw, you know, because even if you do stick drawing, it doesn't matter. You get better in time. Because I started off like that. I started out doing stick, and then I started realizing what we are. Okay, we're a shadow image of ourselves through light activation. That's all we are. That's how we connect through our colors, and I activate everything through its cycle, through its emotion, through its vibration, through its energy and its frequencies. And then you get connected through its harmonics of its coloration, through its pixels. Okay, so basically this is what it is. So Now, we get two communication line graphing cycle systems on communication waving systems. Remember I was telling you about the radiation cycles when you come into higher dimensions of divisions? So your body activation changes on so many communication line signals. All right. So basically, now, this one has his hands up. The other person is trying to figure out what is going on. You're communicating on a higher level. He has his hands down, right? So this is all about understanding how to scan somebody else's body system. Okay, right? So he's got his hand up, all right? And this one's trying to communicate what's going on. So for him to understand the scanning, he goes through scanning modes. We've gone through that before, right? Scan. Doesn't understand light and dark. Okay, scanning. He's scanning, right? Up and down, right? So when he scans up and down, it goes like this. Okay, goes like that. So when it scans up and down, now he's understanding the energy, right, through its energy field. Because everybody has an energy field. We already know that, but he uses hand formations, right? So he can do it up close. That's going to change coloration. Go back. That's going to change coloration through dimension. Okay, so it doesn't matter where I put my hand. It's in a different division of dimension because you're communicating with different things. You're communicating with a wall that's on the north side or the east side or the west or the south. You're communicating with electronic interference of a circuitry system. You're communicating with a wall graphing system that force recognizes everything through its FAR system. You're communicating with its window of its nature. Okay, even if the window's closed, it doesn't matter. There's light that always gets in. Okay, even if you turn off the lights and everything's dark, light is there. You just don't see it because you have to see it through your perception. Okay, that's where you get into the neon. Okay, it's X-ray vision. You know, you get into the radioactive systems. You get into the gamma rays. You get into the synchronizing of yourself, which is connection through its interforce when it comes to scanning systems, right? But that's what it is when you get into scanning modes. So once you get connected to the energy field, that's called the E field. Everybody has an E field. Now that E field is high-rise. So what that does, he puts an energy field around him, right? Just to protect his acting cycles through his activation system. Okay? Because he doesn't know what's going on. Puts his hand up. He's not sure what if he has an E field through scanning modes. So if he doesn't understand through communication, this is where we go into the 3 dimension to the 4th density. So if he's in a 3rd dimension, right, there's that energy field is going to disappear because you have an energy field. So he's scanning that energy field, which is his E field, through all scanning mode systems, through your PICS activation system, right? So that energy right here, force recognizes its coloration. So he knows your coloration. He knows your human emotion. He understands everything about you through its past, present, and future. That's the psychonism, right? And then you get a panethesium, and then you get into panpsychothesium, right? So all this is connected through his energy field. So when he's connected through his energy field, he puts his energy field up. Okay? So when he puts his energy field up, what do you think happens? He has his energy field, which is E field. He has an energy field that has an E field. This is 3 dimension. Okay? This is 5 dimension. What do you think is going to happen? He's going to deplete his source, and his energy field is going to disappear. When it disappears, he's going to have trouble. Okay? He's going to have trouble with his lights. He's going to have trouble with his perceptions. So your light is going dim. So you got to recharge your mechanisms. You got to meditate more. You got to understand your perceptions and everything through its division. Okay? It's very important you guys understand all communication line signals, or activation systems. Okay? So basically, I'm going to rub this out here. His energy field disappears. His E field disappears. Okay? So if his E field disappears, okay, he has no protection now. Right? Or she. Right? No protection. Okay? Now, he's scanning fully and completely in understanding that you are a 3-dimension. So you have to understand how AI communicates with the scanning of its electronic interference. Okay, 5-point centers. Okay, 5-point centers. Okay, you can have 6 within the center, or you can have, that all depends through your acting cycles where you are through your planet vibration system. But that's electronic interference. That pixel activation will know exactly its coloration of its patterns when it comes to the 3 or 4 or 5th dimension of its circuitry, of its population circuit system, of its human vibration system. Okay? Got a little black marker there. But you guys get my drift of what's going on fully and completely through your E field. So when your E field disappears, right, it deflates everything through your program system. Okay? So, and it doesn't get better. Okay? What happens is that everything that you are connected to through your light stream system, if you stay in the 3-dimension, everything through your E field is going to change your vocabulary system. Okay? So it's kind of like you start to disappear in the mind system because you lose track of everything. You lose communications. You're not high-rising your divisions. You're not high-rising your perceptions. You're not high-rising your body activations. You're still in that 3-dimension. If you're in the 4th dimension, that's okay. But you have to understand the E field of its 5th dimension, okay, because that is its balance. That's just the beginning, people. But you have to understand what's going on through your E fields, because it's a magnetic forcing highway information system, which is you through the hydraulics of its mind adaptation system. Okay, so once you understand your magnetic fields through its energy of its fields, now you're understanding everything through scanning, right? Because you have to scan everything around you, right? Up close or far away, it doesn't matter, because it understands its color, it understands its algorithm, and understands its pattern division. Okay, that's what it's all about. So all your scanning modes and everything, three-dimensional system, your mind adaptation system will be lost in transition. And that translation won't understand anything through its AI operation. Okay, so it's very important that you guys get into the E field, get rid of the old programs in the 3-dimension, get into the 4th density, okay, into the 5th dimension, and into the 5th dimension to its activation of its light activation cycle, into its light activation system, to its communications of law light activations when it comes to the higher self. Okay, so a lot of work that everybody needs to do, you know, and if you don't understand it, you can go through my PayPal or you can go through my email. Okay, like I said, I'm here to help. Guiding you is the most important thing, but are you listening? Are you paying attention? Are you just watching? Because a lot of people, like, they go on YouTube channels and they check them out. The first 5 seconds, they'll know whether or not to resonate with it or not. Okay. Now, like I said, it's not the views that you have, it's the people that you're reaching. I could have 100,000 views, but less than half are only listening. Okay. So it's really, really understanding what's going on with the dimensional earth and its voicing grids. Okay. You have to really understand your body activations and how it's connected to everything through its nature. Right? So that's what it's all about, people. Ladies and gentlemen, everything I give you is extremely powerful messages. So when you understand what's going on through your body activations, through your listening skills, through your communications, your meditation is its process. Okay? That helps you. That guides you. That puts you where you are. Okay? So try not to be so worried, because there's a lot of people that I see it within the eyes. It's understanding how to reach someone's soul, because everybody has a soul. Okay, so you have to know how to change your soul to a different coloration, to a different light activation. Okay, to a different higher communication. That's what it is. And the faster you go with your mind adaptations of its knowledge of intelligence, believe me, you got to trust me when I say that everything is going to make more sense to you. and you'll be less worried, less stress. You know, there'll be less fights, less arguments, you know, and more communication with yourself, because it's all about bringing back the love. That's what it is. And that's how we bring everything through its vibration. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys. You know, if you have questions or comments, please don't hesitate. I'm here to help in any way I can. Okay. So I will set another division tomorrow, and I'll set up another Zoom video. Just getting communication line signals right now through transformations of time zones, trying to get everybody to high-rise their visions. But you got to stop worrying. You got to stop fearing. You got to stop having anxiety. You got to stop stressing, because I see and hear and feel and touch and taste and everything. Everything through its knowing is seen. So when you see these things, everything is extremely real through the mind. Okay, and when it's extremely through the mind, everything's connected through space and time. So space is telling me to tell you of what you need to do is to wake up, plain and simple. Get into those activation light systems, into the 5th dimension. Okay, love you guys very much. Talk to you later. Bye for now.